Good morning, everybody. It's welcome again to the Lorcana Coffee Hour. Today we are going to be opening a Fallout collector booster box, but we'll go ahead and we're going to warm up with a few games real quick here. Ah, look at that, fancy transitions. Yes. Slowly figuring out how to make my stuff do all the fancy things. So yeah. All right. So this morning, let's begin by playing. And you can see that's it down there. Look at that. Like, ooh, collector booster box. Look at it. It's right there. I'm poking it. Poking it with my finger. Yes, collector booster box. It's doing a little dance. It's doing a little dance, that collector booster box is. Yeah. Oh, and you can see it's sitting on top of my brand new, forget the collector booster box. Look at this beautiful Moana playmat. So nice. We'll put this back here. I'm going to stop petting my playmat now. And we're going to put that back there. And, okay, so let's see. We're going to start off today. Let's play a little bit of this new blue and purple deck that I've been playing. There's actually another one I want to try out. I was watching a video yesterday, and there was apparently a top 16 finisher that had a sapphire and amethyst deck at a recent tournament, and so I was thinking I might try that out. But I haven't loaded it up this morning, so let's just go ahead. We're going to continue to play this blue and purple deck we were playing with yesterday. It's interesting. And we'll just do this for a little while until we get some more people on. And then once we get some viewers on, we're gonna warm up with this, and then we'll do the box opening. I'm excited about that. Are you guys excited about that? I don't really play a lot of Magic the Gathering anymore. I haven't played it with any seriousness in, I don't know, 20 years probably. But they did release 2 sets this year that I kind of had to buy, and that was the Doctor Who set, because I'm a huge Doctor Who fan. Oh wow, look at that. Here's another Sapphire and Amethyst deck. That's interesting. So we'll see if this one is very different from the one I'm running. An interesting mirror matchup on that one. Let's go ahead, let's ditch these 2. Let's just keep all this low-cost stuff. Yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's start off. Let's Inca Chernobog's Followers. And let's play a Rafiki. So one of my new favorite opening moves is to play that Rafiki. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the Lorcana Coffee Hour. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for some card time. Because you know it's important. It's important to have a little time to drink coffee in the morning. It's important to have time to play cards. These two things go great together. And man, I love coffee. Like, you know, I've given up like most of my vices over the years, but this one I'll always have, I think. So good, the coffee. All right, let's go ahead then. We are going to ink. I think I'm going to hang on to that Cogsworth. I think we're going to ink this goat. And we're going to go ahead and play. How do I want to do this? Let's go ahead and quest with the Rafiki. Let's play a Mem. Now let's play a Chernobog's Followers. We're going to hang on to that guy. Yeah, we're going to pass turn. He's got to get some stuff out. We need some board presence, sir. Oh, Rafiki of your own. Look at that. Okay. All right, very good. Well, this is a good place to have. This is a good reason to have the Chernobog's Followers, because we can actually feed him to the Rafiki if we really need to. But let's see if instead we can get some other stuff happening. So let's bounce. Let's go ahead and we're going to ink the snake. Let's play the Mickey Mouse. That gives a little ramp. Whoop. Then let's go ahead and quest with the followers, which we'll eat for an extra. Yeah. There we go. Oh, big Grandma Tala. Okay, pass turn. Yeah, this is a very early version of this deck. I know there is a more refined version of this deck available. Other than the popsicle, this guy's basically mirroring me this morning. Alright. Well, in that case, we're going to go ahead. We're going to ink the big Grammatala. Yeah, let's ink the big Grammatala. I don't know how useful that is this early in the game. Let's go ahead and let's get out the Cogsworth. We're going to have this Mickey sing Friends on the other side. And we're going to pass turn. Montanui, okay, fair enough. Montanui's only got one more, right? Yeah. So really, if we don't want him to ramp off both those, we got to kill Montanui first. So how are we going to kill Montanui? See, we can do 4 to Montanui, but we can't really do the 5th point to Montanui at this point. Oh, you know, I'll probably bounce the Mickey then, I guess, because I do have a snake here. Really just need some way to eke out one more point of damage on. And like choices. Cause see, I could go ahead and clear his creatures off, but that's gonna push him up to 7 right off the bat. I don't want to do that. Is it worth losing the Cogsworth? Maybe. Let's go ahead. Let's ink the Grammatala. Let's sweep the. Let's go ahead and let's sweep the Rafiki back into his hand. It's probably a little early for that, to be honest with you. Oh, I missed my opportunity to quest for one. Okay. I did give him 2 card draw, which is not awesome, but I think the card draw was probably a better choice than giving him the lore. He's gonna crab my Cogsworth, though. Yeah, it did cost me my Cogsworth. That's disappointing. Okay, well here we go. We can do something with this. Mem Fox now. He's just gonna sit on all this stuff. He didn't want to quest yet. Well, let's clear you. Let's play you. More ramp. Then let's go ahead and quest with you. Quest with you. And that's what we'll do. We'll bounce old Yzma back to my hand. And then let's ink a snake. And pass turn. Yeah, I didn't really want to give him so much card draw, but I really preferred at that point giving him the card draw over the ramp. I don't know. It wasn't a great situation to be in either way. This is a weird match. I mean, I'm only up by 4, so. I mean, he can clear both the Mickey and the Rafiki without losing any board presence. Which I'm sure he's probably going to do. Yeah. And there's the goat. Gotta love the goat. Goat's so broken. That's a great... Oh, what do we got? A cauldron? Really? That's not one I've seen anybody play in a while. Interesting. Always fun, the idea that you got a card that allows you to manipulate the top of your deck a little bit. Oh, 2 Yzmas. Yes, more Yzmas. So. Well, let's go ahead. We're going to clear that crab out of there. Well, I didn't clear the crab. Shit. I can't count this morning. Let's, yeah, that wasn't very smart. Let's clear the Maleficent. Let's bounce the Fox back to my hand. She's gonna give me 2. Let's play another Rafiki. And then let's pass turn, because I don't know that we need 9 ink this morning. Yeah, you're gonna have to quest at some point, buddy, if you want some lore. Magic Dispel. Interesting. One of your items in play? Well, he didn't have an item that's bigger than 2, so that's good. Alright, well then what we should do is we should probably... So we could go ahead and sweep his Magic Dispel back into his hand. That would be probably the smartest thing to do. Because we can clear the goat with Rafiki. We can clear the crab with Yzma. We can cast the other Yzma, sweep his Magicka back into us. That'll give him, again, it'll give him 2 cards, but like it's that, or maybe play the, because he's guaranteed he's gonna sweep mine back. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's sweep his other card back. Let's play a Tala. Let's pass turn. So that'll set me up with 4, 5 Laura turn, and he's got nothing in play now. It did give him more card draw, which sucks, but, you know, we got options. I don't think I have anything in this particular deck that can clear that item off. Oh, hang on. Gotta make a phone call. Okay, it wasn't anybody I knew, so I just let it go to voicemail. Well, it does remind me I need to put my... Ah! What happened here? I turned around for like 3 seconds and there's a whole board play going on here. Okay, well... Let's play Goat. Let's play Cruella de Vil. Let's... So you got anything that's at a 4? Nope. Let's quest with Tala. Let's quest with this Yzma. Yeah, we'll pick up some points there. We got to start jumping ahead a little bit. King Louis. 7/7 for 3? That's huge. That's a really big card. Well, he'll quest for that at least once. So what do I need? What do I have that's going to clear him? I guess that'll have to be... I can play the crab. So I'll have to play the crab on something next turn to kill the Louis. So I have to keep something in reserve for the Louis. Just for the Louis. Yeah, because he'll pick up 3 from the Louis, no problem. So see, he can trade for that. Can't trade for that. Could trade both for that. Yeah. 3, 4, 5. That'll put me at 15. I don't think he can clear both of these off. Which leaves me 1, 2, 3. Should I go ahead and spike this one? Because he can clear that one. No, he can clear both of them off. Okay. So yeah, we're just going to keep you in reserve, Yzma. Got to have a reserve, Yzma. I really do need to look up and import the newer version of this deck I was looking at yesterday. Maybe while he's thinking, I'll run over to my browser and do that real quick. Yeah, there goes the King Louis. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, he's thinking he's gonna squeak it out with McDuck Manor. Okay. He's been sitting on that McDuck Manor this entire time. Okay. Well, he's going to be surprised when the crab comes to get him this next turn. Okay, well, that's no big deal. So let's go ahead. We're going to play crab on goat. Kill Louis. Clear Judy Hops. 2, 4. Cruella. Alright. So he's only going to pick up 2 for McDuck Manor. He's got nothing else to play. I've won this one. There's no good way for him to both clear my board and get 5 lore this turn. Or get 5 lore. Either way, I think he's done. Good morning, viewers. Welcome to the Lorcana Coffee Hour. Grab a cup of coffee, play some cards with us. And there we go. First match of the day. Victory. Okay. Very good. All right, let's go ahead. We'll change my little score counter here. 1 win, 0 losses this morning. And I do think there was... Hang on a thing. I think there was a different version of that Sapphire Amethyst deck that I wanted to try this morning. Here it is. I don't know if this is very different from the one I'm already running, but we're going to try it out. Because this was Eject Shot's top 16 finisher from the pack chapter 3. So I want to give it a try this morning. So let's export that. Should have done this already, but I got kind of caught up setting up the camera for the pack opening. Alright, so let's go back over to Pixelborn. Import. So we're going to call this Eject Shot. Pack Chapter 3. Top 16. I think he came in like 6. I'd have to go back and check the video though. I'll rename it afterwards, but so I think this one is going to be different from the one I've been playing. So let's look at the differences here. So the one from Artifacts. Hey, good morning, Gogo. How's it going? You looking forward to seeing some Fallout collector's cards? Yeah. Did you see we hit affiliate? We hit affiliate status last week. Like, I'm officially an affiliate. I can do subs and stuff. I have not figured out how to do that yet. Oh my god, how'd that happen? Like, did you already... I don't have to set something up for that? What in the world? Thank you so much. Like, I was really planning to, like, set up a thing so it, like, has a whole fanfare when you join. Oh, look at that. It did give you some stuff right by your name in the chat. It says, first, you are officially the first sub. Look at you, dude. Ha! That's awesome. Like, I had no idea it would even do that already. I figured I had to go in and, like, set a bunch of stuff up, but And I don't know if you noticed, but I've already made some stuff, like some change. Yeah, I know, right? Like, so I've already made some changes to like the panels on the channel and stuff. But now that I've actually, I told my wife, I was like, hey, look, so this officially became a side hustle in a sense last week because now I've got affiliate status. So maybe now I can justify spending a little more time on it. But yeah, so man, thanks. Like, look at you, dude. Official. I gotta figure out something that'll display that so you can, because I think, yeah, you can put stuff up that shows like top subs or first subs or stuff like that, and that's pretty awesome. So, all right, let me take a real quick. Yeah, dude, every little bit does help, right? I mean, that is sort of the thing with Twitch, right? It's not the idea that anybody's giving you a ton, but it's tiny little bits, and then the economy of scale is the real idea. So. Okay, so in Artabax's deck, for blue, we've got Cruella, Grandma, Mickey, McDuck Manor, Cogsworth, Let It Go, Grandma Tala, the big one, and then Hades. And then we've got Chernobog's followers, Rafiki, Madame Mim, Pinocchio. Everyone loves Talkative Puppet now. Like, this is like an old card that's like got a new life because of set 3. Friends on the other side, Madame Mim Fox, Merlin Crab, Merlin Goat, Merlin Rabbit, the Yzmas and the Elses. All right, so that's the one we've been running. The one that got top 16 is running some different stuff. So they've got a Scepter of Arendelle in here. That's interesting. Cruella de Vil, Grammatala's, Heart of Tafiti. This is a card. This is the only time I've ever seen this card in a deck, right? Mickey Mouse Detective. We've got Belle, Strange but Special. That's a classic there. We got 2 of the big old Grammatalas there. We've got Chernobog's followers, Rafiki, Madame Mim, Snake, Friends on the other side, Madame Mim Fox. Got Merlin Crab. We got Merlin Rabbit. No Merlin Goats in this one. The Queen's Castle comes back for this one. Then we've got 4 Yzmas and 4 Elsas. And like I said, this one, I think this one finished number 5. It does for not having a Tamatoa, but this one was... We're trying this one out because this is the first one I've seen that was a blue and purple deck that was actually like a top 16 finisher in a major tournament. So we're gonna try this one out today and see how it plays a little bit. And then I'm gonna give it a little more time this morning before I do the pack openings. Probably maybe like probably around 9. I guess maybe we'll start doing the pack opening around 9 a.m. But maybe before that. I don't know. I've been already sitting on this box of collected. I don't know. Do you Gogo? Do you play Magic at all? I can't remember. Yeah, I'm okay. Well then, did you ever play Fallout at all? Because I used to be a Magic the Gathering fan back in the day, and I've always been a huge Fallout fan. So when I heard they were doing a card set, I had to buy some of the cards for that, since I seem to be buying cards again after all these years. So I did buy the that collector booster box, which is kind of crazy. I've been watching other videos of guys opening their boxes, and apparently out of the with these, and I didn't realize this. Oh, sweet. Okay, well then you'll probably be interested in it just from the point of view of seeing the different cards they made. But the deal with the collector booster boxes. So there's like 400 something cards in the Fallout set that they made, and they have split that up over 4 different commander precons, right? Oh yeah, big Godzilla fan. The idea with the collector booster box, wow, that's another one this morning that I'm running into. Look at this. Is the lab only for people trying Sapphire and Amethyst this morning? Perhaps. Well, that's not a bad starting hand. Let's go ahead. We'll get rid of the Yzma. It's a little early for him. And I'm going to keep everything else. I'm liking the way this looks. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's ink a Chernobog's followers. Let's play a Chernobog's followers. The interesting thing about the collector's booster boxes is they're 15 cards in a pack, but each pack has like between 7 and 14 rares or mythics in it. And for Magic nowadays, Mythic is like their version of like a legendary card. So you're not going to see any commons. You might see some uncommons. And then the other thing you're going to see is there's actually some original cards in the collector's booster boxes that were not in the standard set. So there are a few cards that are only available in the collector's booster boxes. Plus they have all these alternate art. Everything's like alternative art. You know, full like frameless cards and foil washes, and there's surge foils, and there's all these fancy things, right? So I went ahead and bought a box of those to open. Really, the craziest thing is Magic now has these things called serialized cards, where they, for certain cards, and in this case it's the bobbleheads, because there's a card for each of the 7 bobbleheads you can normally get based on the special stats. For each of those bobbleheads, there is, yeah, so this is, it's alt art for already existing card. There are a few cards that aren't in the main set, and then oh well, I guess you get tired of. All right, he didn't want to play. All right, and then there are actually these serialized cards. Now the crazy thing about the serialized cards is there's only 500 copies of each of those cards. So for the 7 cards, so I guess that's like 3,500 total cards for the bobbleheads in the set. But they're actually numbered. There's a spot on the card where they're numbered which number out of 500 they are. And so they're extremely rare. And those are only in the collector's booster boxes. So, and I think that they were saying that this collector booster box set got kind of short printed. So it's a pretty good, I don't know. I don't know that my chances are any better than anybody else's, but I figured I had to roll a dice at least once on this. And I wanted to see the Fallout cards anyway. Good morning, viewer. Welcome to the Lorcana Coffee Hour. We're playing some cards and having some coffee here. All right, let's see if we can get a better starting hand than last time. Oh, definitely not. So let's 86 all this stuff that's way too expensive. Do I want to keep the bell? Yeah. Well, you know, the craziest of all is they did this thing with the, I know you probably heard about it, but it was the One Ring for the Middle-earth set, where it literally was like, it was serialized, but there was one card that said 1 of 1, because it was the one, it was literally the One Ring. That's the one that a guy sold it to Post Malone for like $2 million, which is fucking crazy. The whole idea that you could open a Magic the Gathering pack and pull a card out that was like a $2 million card is wild. But again, that was only available in the serialized. That serialized card was only available in the collector booster box. Yeah, it is insanity, isn't it? All I could think of was like the fucking Willy Wonka golden ticket dude, with people just like buying boxes and opening them box after box, not even paying attention to their cards. They're just looking for that. I mean, surely that had to be what it was like. And I love Lord of the Rings, but it wasn't enough. That wasn't enough in and of itself to convince me to buy cards from that set. Because again, I really don't play Magic the Gathering anymore. And have not in a long time. But like I said, what really sucked me back into Magic just in general. Well, okay, so Lorcana's pulled me back into cards just in general. And then what got me to buy Magic cards specifically was the Doctor Who sets. Because I love, love, love Doctor Who. Yeah, I might actually die if I pull that. Yeah, yeah. Well, and you know, I might actually die if I get. I probably wouldn't die, but you know, these serialized bobblehead cards for this set, people are already listing them, and they're going for like $1,200, which would be great. I could really use $1,200 to help fund my card habit. I would sell that thing so fast. I would. I would be like, oh, okay, you're done sold, card. All right, so what do I got that's a good response to the Merfolk? Oh, still in the Tenant seasons. Oh, those are great seasons. Those really are. Those are very, very good. You're gonna enjoy things. Like okay, so the Eccleston season, fantastic. The Tennant seasons, fantastic. The Matt Smith seasons, give them a chance because they start off kind of bizarre, but it gets really, really good. The Peter Capaldi seasons after that, they're a little hit or miss, but there are some fantastic episodes on that one too. I think the Jodie Whittaker season, which is where they had the first like Lady Doctor, I think that those didn't really get like a fair shake. Like I don't know that the quality of the I don't think it was anything to do with like her as a doctor. I think that it was more to do with just the overall quality of the writing. I think she kind of has. I don't know. I think her stories could have been better. Like, and I think by the end of her season, that's why. And because I don't know if you know this, but the current season, they've brought back Russell T Davis, who was the guy that did the Christopher Eccleston season, the one that the revival show starts out with, and he did all of the David Tennant seasons. So the guy that was responsible for writing and directing those is back for like the current season, which is just kicked off. So, which is very cool. Like I'm pretty. I think that's very cool. All right, I wonder how much discard we're gonna get out of this morning. Oh no, no! No, you don't understand. She's awesome, actually. You're gonna. Donna Noble is abrasive, but you're gonna wind up. She has so much. She doesn't take any shit off anybody, right? So like, she actually turns into being a pretty cool character. Like I know she seems a little acerbic at first. She can be a little like grating on the nerves, but no, she's actually a pretty cool character. So don't worry about her. She's okay. She'll be all right. You'll be all right. All right, who are we gonna end for this? We're gonna end. I think the one that's gonna have the. Yeah, she is really irritating. You're right. And the thing is that she doesn't stop being abrasive, but that actually gives her character kind of a quality that none of the other ones have, actually. Like because all the other companions, like they're great, but they're a little more passive, right? And I don't know, like I actually think she turns out to be a pretty good companion. And the back and forth, what you get is you get a lot of back and forth between her and David Tennant. So no, that's a good season too. Like I said, all of the David Tennant seasons actually are really great. Like so I wouldn't I wouldn't worry too much about that. You're gonna wind up enjoying those too. They get pretty goofy, but wait, seriously? Like that's I don't even want to count these as wins. So all right, what time is it? Is it time to open cards? I think it's time to open cards. So let's do that. Let's switch over. We're gonna start opening packs. I don't want to wait, and I know there's not as much. Oh, I gotta pop this chat window out so I can see it. How do I do that? I can't really see what you're saying. Hang on. How do I pop this chat window out? Is there no way to do that? Oh, I know there's got to be a way to do that. Oh, I know. Rose is pretty great. But, here's a phenomenon you have to understand with Doctor Who. And I'm just going to be honest with you about this. Whoever is your first Doctor is usually the one you're going to really love. And that's just... I mean, it's so true to a point that people will even have like T-shirts that say you always, you're always like your favorite's always your first Doctor, basically. Rose was a great companion; she really was. Martha's not bad, but again, I think that Martha's kind of like Rose light to a little bit of a degree, to a certain degree. So, like, I can get why you wouldn't necessarily like Martha as much, but. I'm telling you, Donna just brings a whole sort of wacky insanity to things. That it's really I'm telling you, just hang in there for Donna. She's not so bad really. So, but yeah. Wait, server update in 5 minutes? Well, see, this is going down anyway. This is going to be the perfect time for me to do this. So they're going to do a server update. It looks like. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to switch over to. Oh yeah, look at that. Fancy effects. And let's go ahead and our message already says we're opening the Fallout Collector Booster Box this morning, so we'll just leave it there at that. So let me move my mic around so you can still hear me. Because I got to be able to do that. And there's got to be some way. How can I pop this out of here? Oh, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to turn the volume off on this, and I'm just going to go to the channel. Yeah, I'll just go to my channel, and then I can see the chat in there. So I can kind of keep an eye on what people are saying. I've really got to get some sort of second mic or something, no, second screen or something, so I can have this in a place where it's easier to keep track of. A second screen or something, so I can... All right, there we go. So how do we make the chat windows? Have this in a place where it's easier to keep track of. A second screen or something, so I can... All right, there we go. So how do we make the chat windows? Have this in a place where it's easier to keep track of. A second screen or something, so I can... All right, there we go. So how do we make the chat windows? Have this in a place where it's easier to keep track of. A second screen or something, so I can... All right, there we go. So how do we make the chat windows? Have this in a place where it's easier to keep track of. A second screen or something, so I can... All right, there we go. So how do we make the chat windows? Have this in a place where I gotta tell you, Gogo, that's so amazing that you second have screen or a little thing. All right, there we go. This is first. How do we make the chat windows? That's awesome. I gotta tell you, Gogo, that's so amazing that you have... There we go. Let's turn that off. Okay, is it any better now, or is it still looping? Yeah, I accidentally set up a feedback loop here. I had the mic next to my other thing, so let's okay, good. All right, and I thought there was some way to pop this chat window out. Yeah, there it is. Pop out chat. Okay, cool. So then I can shrink this. I can make the chat window bigger so it's easier to see. Okay, good. Now I can kind of keep an eye on things. I'll have to turn around to look at it from time to time, but let me roll over here. Yeah, I need a better setup. I need some way to see what I'm doing a little bit better. We're going to clip this mic onto the arm of my tripod here, so I don't have to hold on to it. There we go. All right, that should work now. And then I just need... All right. All right, good. So here is my new collector booster box of Fallout cards. As you can see, unmolested at this point. This thing was expensive. I spent like $245 on this, and I bought it at the perfect time because they started telling distributors that they were going to be short printing this run. Actually, people started canceling the pre-orders, and I bought mine through my local gaming store, so my pre-order did not get canceled, but people started canceling these things when they realized that the pre-orders were going to be short, and the price of these shot up. The last time I looked, this box was going for about $400 for the set, or for the booster box. It's a pretty box. I like all those crazy hollow foil. You know, it's interesting when it's like it's fancy enough that they put the hollow foils on the box itself. But you can see there, all hollow foil looking. All right, so that's gonna get us 12 packs. These things are small. They're not big booster boxes like what you think of with like a standard booster box of like 24 or 32 packs or whatever. It's only 12 packs. So we got our 12 packs here. Let's open one up. All right, that looks pretty nice. I'm liking that. Dude, even the stuff on the back side here, can you see that? Even that's got like a holofoil treatment. I mean, what a weird trippy place to put your stuff. Now, some people were arguing that these packs were really hard to open, and I kind of see what they mean. You can't really get the little flap here. There you go. Wow, that is really adhesed on. Alright, well, that is why we brought the magic of scissors. I don't feel like arguing with the pack this morning. Alright, so got a holofoil swamp to begin with here. Let me move those over so I can see them. Alright, so we got a foil swamp. Ooh, Mysterious Stranger. That's a good card. That's one that people are looking for. Desolate Mire. Fertile Ground. That's a lot of land cards right off the bat, although that's actually an enchantment. Fertile Ground. Whoa, look at that. Surge Foil Solemn Simulacrum. That thing looks cool. I think that's a mythic. Yeah, I think that's a mythic. Temple of Mystery. And pretty much all of these cards are going to have... Yeah, everything is going to... Oh, man, a Firefly Collector set? Holy shit, that would be amazing. Like, yeah, that would be amazing. I don't know if you are aware of... You know, I don't think I've mentioned this before, but my all-time favorite board game, the one I play anytime I can talk anybody into playing it with me, is the Firefly board game by Gale Force 9. So not the one where you're like got the little minifigs and you're like busting through hallways and stuff. That's a separate game, but the one where you actually pilot a Firefly ship and you build a crew and you buy gear and you do all this stuff. Oh, hang on, looks like I forgot to plug my camera in, so it needs juice. Hang on. I'm so amateur at all this. Let's get this thing plugged in. Hang on. There we go. And let's go back to it. There we go. All right, we got power plugged in now. Just forgot to plug the power cord in. But yeah, that Gale Force 9 Firefly game, if you haven't seen it, it is amazing. It's an amazing game. Like, and if you like Firefly, it's so much fun because you get a different there's different captains. They got all sorts of different characters from it. And you're right, these are super shiny. But again, that's the point, because I mean, look already, we've already pulled, what is it, like one mythic, one uncommon, and everything else looks like it's a rare so far, except for the foil land. And yeah, you get all these surge foil cards. So, people oftentimes describe this as like the thing that you might buy like one pack for if you're playing the commander decks, just to bling out your deck a little bit. Temple of Mystery. Jason Bright, Glowing Prophet. Oh, yeah. He's the guy. Do you remember him? He's the guy that was the head of the Brotherhood of the Apocalypse in Fallout. Yeah, he was the one. I think he was also the... No, actually, I think he might have been the guy that was trying to get people onto the airship. No, he was the one building the rocket. So, okay, so he's actually... That's right. He's actually the one from Fallout New Vegas. Okay? So he's the guy from Fallout New Vegas that has you do the whole thing where you have to build the rocket ship. What? No way. You don't have to spend that much on Fallout. Or on Firefly. You can get, like, the basic game for, like, $50. You must be looking at the... Okay, so they had a new edition that came out that was like $200 originally, but it had like the base game and it had every expansion in it. That must be what you're looking at. You must be looking at a used version of that, okay? And honestly, if you really like the game, that's worth buying, but you can get the base game, which is just like a smaller box. And I know they have that... Dude, they've had that at Barnes & Nobles. Like, I saw it at Barnes & Nobles during the holiday season this year. That's like a $50 thing. Hang on, I'm going to put this down. I'm going to find you a link for that real quick. I'll be right back. Man, why is everybody trying to sell this game for so much? Okay, it must be out of print or something because that's the base game, and even Amazon's selling it for like 75 new. So yeah, that's man. They must be putting that one out of print or something. All right, Jason Bright, Glowing Prophet, and then we've got Temple of Abandon here. Oh, that's nice. I like the showcase art on that. That's a pretty card. I gotta zoom in on these cards a little bit. There we go. Then we've got Cass, Hand of Vengeance. Cassidy Rose from, again, another character from Fallout New Vegas. That's a foil, regular foil. Then we've got Nesting Ground. Oh, that's a pretty card. Look at that. Yeah, that's gorgeous. None of the really big high-value cards so far. Oh, Struggle for Project Purity. Surge foil. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that. Another Solemn Simulacrum Surge foil. That's cool. And then we've got Plasma Caster Surge foil. Not a lot of Surge foils in this one. Yeah, these are super blinged out cards. And then we've got Assaultron Invader, which is a reprint, actually. It's a reskin of a Walking Ballista. And it's the Pip-Boy treatment, so it looks like you're looking at it on your Pip-Boy. And then we've got Prime Mirelurk Queen, which is a reprint or reskin of Hullbreaker Horror. Again, also in the Pip-Boy treatment. And then for our token card, we've got a Treasure/Warrior card. Not super awesome, that. So a Surge foil is what they call the difference in the foil treatment. So let me get you one here. So look at how, because those are, okay, so here's a regular foil, here's a Surge foil, right? Notice the regular foil, it's shiny, but the treatment is it's the same across the entire card, right? So it's got a foil treatment on it, but it's uniform across the card. When you look at the Surge foils, that's got that kind of crazy rippled effect that's sort of randomized looking. So kind of like the way the Enchanteds look. You know, it's very similar treatment to the way they treat the Enchanteds in Lorcana, actually. And in Magic, they call it a Surge foil, and that is actually slightly more valuable than the regular foils. All right, let's go ahead and open a second pack. Let's see if I can open this one with my hands. Probably not. Now we're gonna go ahead and snip the top of this one too. Yeah, these are tough to open, actually. They really sealed these up tight. I guess trying to cut down on anybody tampering with them. I mean, that is really a tough open there. Alright, so we've started off with foil planes. That's pretty looking. Gotta put this where I can see what's going on the camera a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Ooh, Viridescent Bog. Foil, that's pretty. Nomad Outpost. Dual land. Animal Friend. That's great, look at that. Crazy. I can't tell if this thing is your friend in a good way or your friend in a bad way. Like, that's very funny. Well, I think there's a possibility for that. Like, I think the Surge foils, you often just see them on the rares. I don't think they Surge foil a lot of the cards. But Nick Valentine, Private Eye. He's from Fallout 4. He's the synth detective. That's also foil. Oh, Bloatfly Swarm in a Surge foil. That's pretty. And yeah, I think there are regular cards, foil cards, Surge foils, and then there are, like I said, then there's serialized cards. And although I think in this set, the only serialized cards are the bobbleheads. I don't think you can get anything else as a serialized card. I'm going to lower this camera down a little bit so I don't have to hold my hand so high. Hang on a minute. Why is that leg so shifty? It just feels like, that feels wobbly. Do 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 do. All right, so where were we? We got Bloatfly Swarm, and we've got Synth Eradicator. That's a good one. It's a regular. Yeah, and there's different treatments of a lot of things. So see, like this card here has full frame art that goes all the way out to the side. It doesn't have the traditional border. A lot of these cards will have alternate art. Like I'd have to go through. Like my actual commander decks don't arrive until today. So like I've had this since Friday, but I ordered online the other ones, so they're not going to be here until like later today. So I don't know what the standard art looks like for this one yet. But then we've got Chaos Warp, alternate art. Mariposa Military Base, foil. Casualties of War. Wow, that's a great card. Look at that. Oh man, it's a foil edition. It's got this alternate art of the skeletons there. Yeah, that one's really powerful. It's a sorcery. It costs a lot, but you choose one or more. Destroy target artifact, destroy target creature, destroy target enchantment, destroy target land, and destroy target planeswalker. So that's a really Hoss sorcery, actually, in Magic. Oh, and we got a Surge foil for Mariposa Military Base. Okay. And we've got Single Combat Surge foil. We've got Temple of Plenty Surge foil. Inventory Management with the Pip-Boy. So this is one of the things. There's a bunch of cards from the set that get this Pip-Boy treatment. Where... Well, they don't, man. They spend too much money. And, you know, that's not even when you talk about... There's this whole thing I just found out about earlier this year called Secret Layers now, where they will every so often just print sets that have... They're just basically all reprints, but they're completely different art. That it's a limited run, and the art is just going to be printed that one time. Like there was a cats and dogs set they did apparently, where all of it was like a full 60 card deck basically, and every card in the deck was redone with some sort of cat or dog themed artwork. And yeah, I mean again, I think I don't think completionists collect Magic. I think there's too many cards, too many sets. They put too much stuff out. So, I don't know. Like, I think you can be a collector of Magic cards, but I don't know that you can be a completionist of Magic cards, really. There's another Prime Mirelurk Queen. And a Surge foil treatment. Ah, and then we got a Radiation token / Soldier token. Fun. Hang on just a second. I'm going to check. I got to move my screens around on my monitor here so I can see if anybody else is with us this morning. Oh yeah, there's like one other viewer on. Put that where I can see it. Yeah, I don't know though, like, honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie, this is not really making me want to get back into Magic, per se. Like, I'm still gonna be focusing on Lorcana. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much, I think, what everybody does. And so, like these here, I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. One of the reasons I bought these is like, you know, if I pull anything that's super expensive out, I can sell those singles and maybe help, you know, recoup my costs. So my goal today
is really to try to get as much value out of this box as I spent on it and then some. But a lot of these cards, if you go in and look on TCG Player, and I would encourage you to do this, get on TCG Player, go to Magic the Gathering, Fallout, look at the singles. A lot of these singles are worth a lot. Like, I mean, there's people paying $20, $30, $40, $80 for a single, you know, which, again, to me is astronomical. So, you know, I haven't gotten any. I think there's some pretty good ones in here. I think that one of the cool things about this is almost everything is sellable for like 4 to 5 like I think just about all of these are worth $4 or $5, right? There might be a few that are worth a little bit more. I haven't pulled any of the really big cards yet that people are looking for. That's like Ravages of War and Wasteland and a couple of those. The Soul Ring that looks like it came from your Pip-Boy. People are really hungry for that card. And then obviously the serialized cards. But like the big money cards, I don't think I've pulled any of the really big money cards yet. But, you know, I've watched enough people open boxes now that I kind of felt pretty confident about this, because then the other option that I kind of was struggling with was, well, do I just turn around and resell the box now that the box is $400? Because I could have guaranteed made a couple $100 off that, but really was more interested in opening the cards up. Let's see, that's pretty. That forest there has got both Wanderer and Dogmeat in it, so that's cool. And that's a foil land. Let's see, we've got Darkwater Catacombs, Martial Coup, Abundant Growth, Clifftop Retreat, Ash Barrens, Desolate Mire with the full frame art. That's pretty. Lethal Scheme. Agent Frank Horrigan. That's a good card. That's in a foil. Temple of Triumph. Red Death Shipwrecker as a Surge foil. Wow, look at that. Legendary creature Crab Mutant. That's pretty. Chaos Warp with a Surge foil. Oh, Frank Horrigan, Surge foil again. That's 2. Rad Storm. There we go. So this is a big money card here. And it's got the Pip-Boy treatment. I don't know how much this one's going for, but this is one of the ones that everybody wants. Because it has Storm and Proliferate. So this is like it spreads counters like bananas and just irradiates everybody. So yeah, this is a very popular high dollar card, so that's a good money card. Oh, Mysterious Stranger in the Pip-Boy treatment. I would assume that this is probably a pretty good card. I mean, Mysterious Stranger, I know that was one that people are looking for. I don't know how much value how much more it's gonna add that's in the Pip-Boy treatment, but I would assume a little bit. And then we're gonna get a Radiation robot token. That's cool. But no, that Rad Storm card, that's a money card there. That's what I know people are wanting. They were making a lot of fuss about that one on all the websites I was looking at this week. Probably what I'll do is I'll probably put an update somewhere after I figure out like how much money all this are actually worth. Let's see, we're gonna go Foil Swamp, Fraying Sanity, Butch Deloria Tunnel Snake, great Surge foil, Inventory Management, regular foil. I think I had a Pip-Boy treatment for that earlier, but Path of Ancestry. I like the art showing you trying to figure out how you got there. Piper Wright, Public Reporter. So there she is from Fallout 4. Pre-war formal wear. That's fun. What do we got here? Temple of Plenty. Oh, that's a great art on that Temple of Plenty. Man, the art on these is really great. Over encumbered. Tireless tracker. Eh. Ooh, Surge Foil Sentry Bot. That's neat. Surged Foil Drowned Catacomb. Oh, there it is. Surge Foil T45 Power Armor. Yeah, this is a money card here. I think, and the Surge Foil is going to be the best version of it, I think. Yeah, I think that's about a $60 card. Not sure. I'll have to go back and check. We're going to set it aside. Then we've got Ruzka, Terra of Point Lookout, which is a reprint of, or reskin of Iola, Queen Among Bears. Oh, there it is. Wasteland. Foil Wasteland. Look at that guy. That is another money card. Yes. Ah, fantastic. And then for our treasure token, alien token. Look at that alien. Oh, I love the aliens in Fallout. You don't see them very often, but they're there. Alright, next pack. Yeah, you're right, though. People mostly buy singles, and frankly, most of these cards are probably going to get sold as singles, unless there's something I really just want to hang on to for sentimental reasons. Alright, so let's get this nice forest here. Sunken Hollow. Captain of the Watch. Agility bobblehead. And we got a foil bobblehead. Unfortunately, not a serialized bobblehead. That's the one we want. We want the serialized bobbleheads, but that's still good. Unexpected windfall. Oh, it's got the cryo cannon that's in the very first place you start off in Fallout 4. Yeah, that's great. If you can actually get that thing out of there at the beginning of your game, that is an unexpected windfall. Oh, foiled potato farmer. Hilarious. Zombies farming potatoes. Ooh, the Pride Wind Steel Flagship. Alternate art, borderless. Look at that. That's great. Showcase, I think is what they call that art. Oh, yeah. Drowned Catacomb. Another showcase card. Marcus Mutant Mayor. And a regular foil. Showcase foil. Scattered Groves. Ooh, a Pride Wind Steel Flagship and a Surge foil. That'll be worth more. Temple of Malady, Surge foil. Austere Command, Surge foil. That one's good. Vandal Blast, showcase artwork. Look at that. That's nice. And then we're going to wind up with Synth Infiltrator. And a regular Pip-Boy treatment with a foil. Okay. And then we've got Junk and a Thopter. Yeah, let's put these really good ones here. Our Rad Storm's really good. Wasteland's really good. T45 power armor and a surge foil. That's really good. Put those over there. Yeah, I'm going to have to go look a couple of these up here in a minute, I think. See how much they're going for today. You know, a lot of those prices, I think, were the pre-order estimate prices, where people are like just guessing what something's going to go for. I imagine like all these sorts of things, the market will have to adjust quite a bit. Oh wow, surge foil on a basic land swamp. Okay. That's cool. Can't quite figure out where to put my arm at for these today. Watchful Radstag. Arcane Signet. Wild Growth. Sentry Bot. You know, in fact, I don't even think... I'm not even sure these are all showing up on my camera. I'm going to have to move this over a little bit so I can tell. Yeah, now I got a better view of what's happening. I think my camera's actually got a bigger frame than what is displaying, so... Alright, Sentry Bot. Hinterland Harbor. Foil treatment. So much shiny! So shiny. All these cards so shiny. Ooh, Rose, Cutthroat Raider. With the showcase artwork. Mystic Forge. Grants your workbench. Viridescent Bog as a foil. Fraying Sanity foil. Diamond City Surge foil. I wonder if that's any good. I don't know. I hadn't seen anybody talking about it. Fraying Sanity as a Surge foil. Darkwater Catacombs as a Surge foil. Atomize as a Pip-Boy treatment. Centurion of the Marked, which is a reskin of Lord of the Undead. And then we got a junk token that's also a clue token. I have no idea what a clue token is. Don't ask me about that one. Well, we are at the halfway mark. No serialized cards yet. I'm not going to be upset if I don't get one. I watched a couple people open like 3 boxes, 4 boxes, and they didn't get one. So these are considerably more rare than anything else I've ever been hunting for in one of these packs. So, all right, there we go. Good. A nice Surge foil on the forest here. Dog Meat, Ever Loyal, foil treatment. That's amazing. Yeah, Dog Meat. Love Dog Meat. Wild Wasteland, that's awesome. Skip your draw step. Beginning of upkeep. Top 2 cards, that's great. Temple of Plenty, foil. Mystic Forge foil. Terramorphic Expanse. Wow, okay. That's a pretty good land. Kellogg, Dangerous Mind. Showcase artwork. Pure Steel Paladin. Showcase artwork. Strong, the Brutish Thespian. And a foil treatment with showcase. Lethal Scheme. Foil. Showcase. The Nipton Lottery is a Surge foil. Do you remember the Nipton Lottery from Fallout New Vegas? The fact that they killed everybody in Nipton except for like one guy. That's the guy. That's the guy that lived. That's that's so funny. Surge foil on this guy. Yeah, we're gonna pull. I don't know if he's valuable at all, but he's amazing. So we're gonna pull him out. Surge foil, Sulphur Falls. A lot of lands in my pack so far. All right, there we go. Surge foil, Alpha Deathclaw. That's gonna be a money card. And then we've got a Screeching Scorch Beast in the Pip-Boy treatment. Securitron Squadron in the Pip-Boy treatment. And for our last one here, we've got a food token or a human soldier token. Have not gotten the biggest card I want yet, which is Oliver. Yeah, that guy. You remember him. He was... that guy. Yeah, you remember the guy. So... that was really funny. I mean, look at... That's him there. Like, he's so happy. He didn't die. That was one of those parts of that game that, like, the first time through, you know you can't fight him, so the Legion all get away. But then, you know, in further playthroughs, you know, I've put off going to Nipton a little bit until I could accumulate enough weaponry to go there and, like, slay those assholes. Because you know when you get there that they're going to be... that there's that whole squad. They've got the dogs. They've got... I mean, they're pretty harsh. Alright, so let's see. We've got a Plains. Mantle of the Ancients. That's fun. It's the Vault... your Vault Dweller suit. Smoldering Marsh. Foil. Ooh, Kate. Cage Brawler. Surge Foil. That's fun. Swords to Plowshares, which is going to be a Mr. Handy, like, growing plants, farming. That's wonderful. Mirelurk Queen, foil treatment. Rampaging Yogwai with a showcase art. That's cool looking. Then we've got Black Market with the showcase art. Wild Wasteland as a foil. Temple of Enlightenment. Veronica Dissident Scribe. Astur Command as a surge foil. That's a good one. Struggle for Project Purity as a surge foil. Fog Crawler as a Pip-Boy. Vandal Blast as a regular foil. And then a Radiation token. I think a Vandal Blast is worth something. So then we got a Radiation token, Mutant Zombie token. Alright, I really want to get a Ravages of War and maybe a Soul Ring. The Pip-Boy Vault Treatment Soul Rings look nice. And the Ravagers of War is like the big card from the set that everyone's trying to get. It's a reskin of an older card, but it's apparently like really impossible to find. It's not been something that's been reprinted a lot. Alright, so we got this pretty foil island. Wake the Past. Keeper of the Accord. Basilisk Collar. Behemoth of Vault 0. I don't recognize that. Lumbering Mega Sloth. Okay, that's right. It's a gigantic sloth card. It's a Lumbering Mega Sloth. How can you not love a Lumbering Mega Sloth? That is incredible. Look at that giant sloth. Oh, there's a showcase art version of Animal Friend from earlier. We've got Fraying Sanity Showcase. Desdemona, Freedom's Edge. That's a good one as a foil. Temple of Abandon as a foil. Powder Ganger. Yay, Powder Gangers. Who doesn't love the Powder Gangers? Powder Ganger as a surge foil. That's hilarious. Then we've got Temple of Enlightenment as a surge foil. Brotherhood Outcast as a surge foil. We've got Idolized as a Pip-Boy treatment. Nuclear Fallout. There's another money card. And this is a Pip-Boy treatment of Nuclear Fallout. That's awesome. Look at that thing. Regular foil Pip-Boy treatment of that card. And then for our token counter, we got a Radiation / copy counter. Only 3 packs to go. That needs to be a sci-fi movie. I think it does too. Wandering, you know, that does. Like, they could have, well, you know, and then you could have Wandering Mega Sloth versus Octoshark, and Wandering Mega Mega Sloth versus, you know, whatever. You know, just all the different sci-fi low budget monsters could fight the Wandering Mega Sloth. Man, you know, these are really hard to open, so I'm glad I have the scissors, but I'm paranoid I'm going to cut one of my cards. Alright. So we've got this interesting foil treatment on a basic island. Nuke launcher. Yay! There we go. Mutants. Kellogg, Dangerous Mind. Almost Perfect. This is another card that's a money card. A lot of people want this card. Yeah, because look, Enchanted Creature has base power and toughness of 9 and 10, and has Indestructible. So they become just an unstoppable killing machine when you put this on them. Have to have some way of dealing with the enchantment. So yeah, that's a money card there. Dispatch is a foil. Foil Nuke launcher. Kate, Cage Brawler is a showcase. Prairie Stream, that's one I haven't seen. Land, Plains Island. So you can tap this for either a Plains or a white or a blue. And unless you control 2 or more basic lands, it enters the play tapped. Rose, Cutthroat Raider as a showcase foil. Hour of Reckoning as a showcase foil. Jason Bright, Glowing Prophet as a surge foil. Nesting Ground as a surge foil. And they're just so shiny. This whole card set is so shiny with these I've never bought a collector booster box before. And so these are ridiculously shiny from what I'm used to. Nick Valentine, Private Eye. The Wise Mothman, Legendary Creature. And then our last one here. Oh, we got it! Look at that! It's the Soul Ring. With the Pip-Boy, like our Fallout Boy treatment, the Vault Boy treatment. And it's a foil. That is another money card. Yeah, that's a good one right there. That's one I was looking for. This is the one that, like, a couple of people that I know from the local game store were like, when they found out I was buying this collector booster box, they were like, well, hey, if you wind up with any Vault Boy Soul Rings, let me know. Any extra Vault Boy Soul Rings, let me know. I'll get that. Yeah, I'd love to see, oh my god, an Avengers movie with all the animals from sci-fi. That would be fucking hilarious. Oh, yeah, that's a good one there. Put you right there. And then, oh yeah, we got Energy Reserve and Wasteland Survival Guide. Wait, that's not even that's a token, but token artifact equipment. Wow, okay. So that's like actually like a playable card too. Interesting. I wonder how this gets generated. I'll have to look that up. I'm curious how that token artifact shows up. All right, 2 packs to go, and then we're done. Can I open it like a real person, or do I have to use the scissors on this one? Let's find out. Still don't have a Ravages of War. I was really hoping to get a Ravages of War. That's like the big money dollar card here. Yeah, I'll put all these into my inventory on TCG Player today, and we'll see like how much actual value I got out of this box today. Since it doesn't look like I'm going to get a serialized card, and I haven't got a Ravages of War yet. Oh, I really want to open this old school. Yeah, there we go. Man, those packaging is really tough. Okay. Alright, so there's a Pretty Foil Swamp. Nice and illuminatedly green. Ooh, Vault 11 Voter's Dilemma card. That's fun. Deadly Dispute foil. Path to Exile foil. An Intelligence bobblehead. Yay, bobbleheads are great. Ooh, another Casualties of War as a foil. That's another money card. Pull you out. Ooh, Ed E. Lonesome Eyebot as a showcase treatment. That's great. That's another good one. Captain of the Watch, showcase artwork. Aradesh, the founder, as a showcase foil. Open the Vaults as a foil and showcase, I think. Ooh, Rex Cyberhound as a Surge foil. That's pretty. Smoldering Marsh as a Surge foil. Cool. Ooh, Command Tower as a Surge foil. That's fun. That's a pot. This is a commander specific card here. Oh my gosh, look at that. We got Farewell with the Vault Boy art. That's awesome. Look at that. And then we've got, there it is, Surge Foil Ravages of War. Last time I looked, this was an $80 card. We'll see if that holds up. But yeah, that's it right there. There's your money right there. Surge Foil Ravages of War. That's about as good a card as you're going to get that's necessary. I think this is... I'm pretty sure that if you're not buying the... if you don't get a serialized card, I think this is the most valuable card in the set. Destroy all lands. That's what it does. Just wipes out all lands. And this Vault Boy treatment here is the one that everybody wants the art for. And the Surge Foil is the one that everybody wants for that. So that is fantastic. That is great. Got big money there. And then we got a treasure token with the Nuka-Cola caps. That's great. And then Human Knight, token creature, Human Knight. Nice. All right, so we got some pretty good cards so far in here. All right, last pack. Let's see what we get. Man, I'm really happy because I think with this card here, I think this card here guarantees that I'm gonna go well over the money I spent on the box. Like between this, the Wasteland, and the Soul Ring, I think that's, and the Farewell, I think that's halfway there, pretty much. It's more than halfway there, honestly. But I'll have to, like I said, I'll have to like run these up and see what our total value for the day is. Oh man, yeah, I'm just gonna scissors this last pack. All right, so let's see. We got Surge Foil Island, Surge Foil Mantle of the Ancients. That's a good start. Gary Clone. Oh, that's awesome. Clifftop Retreat. I'm still laughing about Gary Clone. Gary Clone's funny. Panharmonicon. There you go. There, now here's what the regular Soul Ring looks like. Now you can see the difference here. This is the one everybody wants right here, and this is the regular for the set Soul Ring. Looks like just it's kind of neat. It's a ring of spilled Nuka-Cola Quantum around a bottle cap, so that's pretty nifty. Sean, Father of Sense from Fallout 4. Yeah, there we go. And he's in the showcase art. I bet that's going to be a money card too. We've got Fervent Charge. Also showcase artwork there. That's great. Feral Ghoul with a foil. Temple of Malice. The Motherlode Excavator with a Surge Foil. Assemble the Legion as a Surge Foil. Oh, those guys look pissed off. Piper Wright, Public Reporter. Legendary Surge Foil. A second Soul Ring. Yay, look at that. That's two of those guys. Wow, nice. And then we've got the... Watchful Radstag as a regular foil and the Pip-Boy treatment. And then a treasure token / soldier token. Alright, so these two soul rings look a little different from each other. Oh yeah, because one of them is a foil and the other one's not. So this is the one that's not a foil, right? And then here's the one that is a foil. It's not a surge foil, but it is a regular foil. So you know what? This is a pretty good haul, actually. I got 2 soul rings. I got a wasteland. I got a surge foil Ravages of War. I got an almost perfect surge foil T45 power armor. Vault Boy Farewell. Nuclear Fallout, Vandal Blast. I had actually a bunch of pretty cool cards here, so this is a pretty good pull. I'll get all these inputted into my little database today, and I'll let you know tomorrow, like what the total value on all these came out to. All right. Well, hey, Gogo, thank you again for joining me today. Thanks to all the viewers for joining me today for this great box opening. We'll be back again tomorrow. Again, this is the Lorcana Coffee Hour, so we're here Monday through Thursday and sometimes on Fridays. But definitely 8 a.m. to 9 or 9:30 a.m. Central Time. Drinking coffee, playing cards. Gogo, thank you again for my first sub. Like, look at that. That's amazing. I actually thought I had to put something on my channel before that could happen. I didn't think that it was already open and up and running. So, but I guess Twitch got my back on that one. So. Anyway, if you enjoyed the content, yeah, catch you tomorrow, man. And if anybody else is new here, feel free to follow and come back tomorrow and watch me play more cards. And yeah, so everybody have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing everybody again on stream tomorrow morning for the Lorcana Coffee Hour. So have a great day, everybody.